Hello and welcome. Getting ready to do a reading for the general signs, earth, water, air, and fire. And I'm getting ready to cleanse the studio again in between readings. I want you guys to see the kind of sage that I'm using. I got this at a bulk food store and it was 54 cents, okay? Because it's kind of lightweight. But there is a lot of sage in there. It doesn't make a difference where you get it. You can spend money and go into the shops that specialize in that kind of stuff, and they can guide you. But if you really know that it's all the intent, it's your intent, it's your heart that has to do with the whole thing, whether it's loving, caring, kind. All right, let's start with fire signs since we have a little fire going here. I do have the paranormal flashlight set up behind me on the desk, so it could come on or off either way. I'm getting that new light broken and not getting a lot of response out of it. So we are going to look at fire signs. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius combined as fire. Let's see what is going on. Oh, that one came out and turned around. Got a girl, get comfortable. Kind of got the camera angle at a different direction today, just for something different. You guys, you don't usually get to see my whole studio unless you've been here for a private reading, and I am no longer doing private readings in my home. You got to understand what kind of risk is involved, inviting people, especially strangers, into your home. I will do them if you have references, if you've had somebody that's already been here. And if you have already been here, I will continue to read for you. All right, we're looking at fire signs. That one wanted out. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. One more, please, for fire. All right, fire signs. Ooh. You guys, yep. You've been dealing with something, and you look like you could be. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. We have the King of Pentacles. He's kind of a dark guy. You know, dark energy, kind of just gloomy looking. Some of you have had worries of financial. Most everybody has been, especially with the way the economy changed back in about September or October of last year. But I want you to know that the financial picture is going to change for you. You may be fire signs, you may be dealing with an earth sign. Now, here we have the Justice card, and it came up in reverse. So, financially speaking, you may be the one who owes a little bit of money somewhere in the legal system. Maybe it's taxes. Maybe it's time, your little arrears and child support. It's going to change for you, and it's going to balance out. You may have to pay. You may have to kick in for something, but it's not going to be what's the word I want to use here? You're not going to get peeled as bad as you thought you were, okay? That's a fear in you. You're carrying, fire signs, you're carrying a little bit too much fear. Here we have the Moon card. Energetically, that Moon card is about a big swing in emotions. One minute you're kind of up, next minute you're kind of down, kind of all over the scope on your own personal emotions. Fire sign. Somebody else that you have been dealing with has been flip-flopping also. They kind of give you a direct idea that they're going to go one direction, they're going to do this, and then they don't. I get the feeling that there is something to do with somebody leaving a connection. Maybe a job connection, and that's definitely a financial thing. Maybe they owe you some arrears. They owe you some arrears in money. But somebody is leaving a connection here with that moon card. That's all right. That's all right. Fire signs, you guys have been taking a pounding for a while. We have the Ace of Wands. It's going to be all right. It's a battle worth fighting. And it may be the battle day to day to just get up and keep going, keeping positive. And this is saying that, look, the success out of this whole ugly thing is going to come around in divine timing. Sometimes you have to get rid of something to see the picture brand new and fresh. Leaving a bad job, leaving a bad relationship, it is going to bring you that success. And we have the Sun card. You're going to come out of this on the bright side. It's going to feel a lot lighter, a lot better. Once you separate yourself from whatever this negativity was that was drawing you down, holding you down, fire signs, you're going to be all right. That's on and the Sun card, you've heard me say, is a lot of readers feel that is the best and the happiest card in the deck. All right, moving on to, let's go on to air. All right, welcome back, air signs. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. That one's always been a stumper for me because we associate Aquarius with water, aqua. All right, let's see how this is going to go for air signs in general. Spirit, can I get some jumpers? I do have the paranormal flashlight set up back there. I have been blessing and cleansing it, getting it, kind of building a relationship with it. If I want you guys to know that if you do this at home, or if you try working with a paranormal flashlight, that you are opening a portal. Okay? Now, who you invite through the portal is up to you. My spirit guides, guardian angels, and ascended masters, only beings of the light. And every time you say that, you're throwing a circle of protection around your home. All right, let's see what's going on for air. Spirit, can I get a couple more jumpers, please, for work? Whoa, that's a whole chapter? That won't work. Sometimes it takes a couple trips through the deck to get those cards lined up, and then once Spirit gets them where they want them, they just kick them out. I was going to say 2 more, and there they are. Wham, bam. Alrighty. All right, air signs. You may have been dealing with a Virgo. We have the Hermit card. You've kind of been a little bit reluctant about moving forward with something, air. You were afraid you were going to be alone in it or doing the task. It's new to you. And I get that some of you have been thinking about going back to school, back to college, perhaps trade school. Don't hesitate. You're not too old, ever, never, ever for it. Okay? Education is something they can never take away from you. Once you get it, you got it. It's yours. Here's the Knight of Pentacles. So many times nobody goes forward for more education because you're afraid of the cost. Look into grants. Look into ways to kind of subsidize that education. There are some things out there. You may not need to take a whole 4 years of something to get what you want if you're going on a college level. What you need, it's just out. It's coming. It's coming, and that's what this guy say. It's a slow process, but the money will come. Slow and sure wins the race here. All right. We have the Emperor. You know what? You've really taken control of your life. You've set out to do this before, but just didn't quite get it, didn't quite achieve it, didn't think you were in control. But your own mindset held you back from that. You know, you know what? I'm live by myself, so who am I in charge of? I'm in charge of what's going on in my own head. Okay, you get same way. You guys are in charge of your own thoughts, your own feelings, your own emotions. The Emperor is saying nobody can push your button and make you feel unworthy if you let them, or if you don't let them. So don't let them. We have the Five of Cups. Now, you may have been reluctant to leave an old lifestyle behind, or an old way of thinking. And you even the old way of thinking was you thought you weren't worthy. You know what? Something bad's better than nothing. I'll stay here. He doesn't really beat me. You know, he grabbed me by the arm once, or she only smacked me, and it goes both ways. She only smacked me that one time, but sometimes verbal abuse is far more painful than physical abuse. I'm going to tell you what, I'm a pretty street tough old biker chick, and I would much rather have a guy just reach up and cuff me, because then his cards are on the table. Then I know what his intent is. But when they just throw words out at you, sometimes you'll take it and take it and take it. And sometimes it's the lack of words. Sometimes they don't communicate. They don't tell you what's on their mind. We have the Nine of Swords. Air, you have been, and this is swords are air. You have been kind of trapped in your own mind, and just overwhelmed by fear, anxiety. Like I said, sometimes somebody you put up with, like, something bad is better than nothing, being alone. No, it's not. I'm going to tell you, you can start a new life. You can start it every day if you need to. You can remanufacture yourself every day. Wake up with a new. Today I'm going to give it a better shot. But I want you to know that mindset is something that you can change, you can correct, and you can let it go. We have the Judgment card. This depiction is Gabriel, the Archangel Gabriel, and his trumpet. Now, that is the kind of the patron saint or archangel of psychics and mediums, because we deliver messages, and that's what he's doing with the trumpet, is giving a message. So many of you are beginning to step into your own gifts, your own intuition. You're beginning to accept that, you know what, because I know things and see things and feel things like kind of like Tina does, that it's not negative and it's not from the devil. Because you keep throwing a circle of protection around yourself, of spirit guides, guardian angels, and ascended masters. You can welcome your own ancestors in. I just don't. I have a few that are questionable, that have passed. Don't know if they've made the complete transition, if they've atoned for some of their things. So I just don't happen to pull them in like maybe some of you do. You know, grandma's with you and she's loving and caring, okay? And we have the Lover's card. Air, this is all about, this whole thing was karmic. This was something you kind of said prior to coming into this lifetime, that I'm going to go through these things. I choose to go through these battles. I choose to take on these lessons. And I need one more card just to finish this up. Spirit, can I get something uplifting for air to finish off with? And there we have it. Now, one of the reasons, atta girl, get around here, get comfy. One of the reasons you were afraid to move ahead was because I don't think I can do this by myself. By myself, Hermit. Six of Pentacles is about finally, financially, money is going to come back into balance. Things are going to iron out. Some of you have laid budgets out, and you all should have budgets. I have a background in financial, all things financial. And some of you need to lay a budget out. You cannot get through a month all willy-nilly, but this is to say, this six is to say, it's going to be there. It's going to come. It will balance out. And it was right next to the next six, a six for victory. All right, you guys, there you have it, air. Moving on to earth. All right, welcome back, earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I'm doing combined signs today, trying to speed things up a little bit, and I guess there's just no way to speed it up. I did bless and cleanse the light in between all readings here so far in this video. All right, I'm going to get a couple more here for earth signs, please. A little bit of a different view here of my little studio. You can see up on that very top shelf, that kind of bluish green thing. That is, let me see if I can get that in the shot. That was my first crystal ball. It was a gift from somebody. It means a lot to me. All right, Spirit, can I get, here we have it. Here we have it. All right. These up, we're going to flip them over. All right, earth signs. Wow. Happy, happy, happy. Happy, happy, happy. All right. You're not quite out of the woods yet. We've got the Nine of Swords. It was your own mindset that kept you where you were at. And from what I'm seeing in the cards, you were having difficulties financially. But when you carry a lack mentality and thoughts of being poor and broke, and you you know what, I can't do that because I'm broke, and I'm there, I'll never get money. And if you carry that up here, that's what you're going to attract. You will stay in that poor lifestyle mind. I'm broke and I'm always going to be broke. I think you're beginning to come out of that in a big way. Now, earth signs, some of you may be dealing with something in the judicial system. Kind of talking fast here. I'm back on coffee, so you guys know how I missed my coffee. But you may have been dealing with something in the judicial system. Some of you may have had lawsuits, things going on, and I don't think it's going to go in your favor. Not completely. There will be some mediation that needs to take place, some arbitration, something. For example, if you're being sued, you may negotiate down for a lesser cost. Or if you're the one maybe pushing forward for some kind of settlement, child support, you may not get what you want, but you're still going to get more than what you expected. Now, we've got the Six of Cups. It does deal with family. or somebody that you feel is close, somebody in your tribe, somebody that you've really got a connection to. Somebody in the family may be the one that owes you money. You didn't get all grandpa's inheritance. Something that is in the, like I said, could be in just your soul family, the tribe you adopt. We have the Page of Pentacles, and he says finances are coming. Things are going to change. That's what the page talks about, ushers in change. And here we have, and this is very rare that this happens, out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards, we have the King and the Queen of Pentacles. A matched set, a matched pair. You might be coming across somebody that is a like-minded individual that might be guiding you financially. Somebody that says, try this, maybe invest your money here, maybe put your, you know what? If you only put $5 a month in a jar and hide it from yourself, getting comfortable there, girl? If you only put $5 a month away in a jar, you're $5 ahead. So that king and queen they work together. They don't fight each other. They bring abundance. And that abundance can come in the form of that family again. And we have the 10 of Pentacles. Brand new beginning. And that card also speaks of family and abundance. And I see financial prosperity coming for a lot of the earth signs. All right. There you have it, earth signs. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Moving on to water. Welcome back, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Doing a kind of a general reading for water signs. I have been blessing and cleansing the paranormal flashlight back there in between all of my readings today. Trying to build a bond with that light. Inviting spirits come in and take control of it. Only beings of the light, spirit guides, guardian angels, and ascended masters. Anytime you happen to throw that out there, I want you to know that you're throwing a circle of protection around you and your home. All right. Water signs. Oh, water. Oh, baby, baby. Oh, baby. I actually feel a hair in the cards. 2, 4, 6, 7. I can't count. Really doesn't make a difference how many cards you get. It's the reading and the meaning. All right, water signs. Let's see. Do you guys even show up? Yeah, you show up here, and right out of the chute, you showed up. Wheel of Fortune. Every one of those clouds has a little bit of water in it, okay? What a way to start. What a way to start. Water signs. This is about things are going to change up and begin to roll your way. There's some prosperity that's coming. You're coming out of a little bit of a heavy situation here, but the prosperity is going to happen. You may be getting lucky in a new position at work, a new pay rate. You may be getting lucky in just finding work. You were a little reluctant. Right there he is, reluctancy. Let me see if I can turn this back just a little bit. There we go. Yes, you were a little bit reluctant to make a decision on something. You Maybe you wanted a job at a plant or someplace that you really have been wanting. You know, you heard they paid really good, but the drive's a little long. It's going to work out. You've been reluctant. That wheel has come along and say, it's going to be okay. Take a chance. Spin the wheel. You may have been ghosted by somebody. We've got the Five of Pentacles here. The Five of Pentacles is about being it can be about being ghosted, left out in the cold, and somebody may have taken advantage of you financially. Maybe not paying up with their share of the rent, maybe not kicking in for the car payment, something there. Somebody kind of was hiding some money. Perhaps they had a secret checking account off to the side or a savings account that you knew nothing about. And this person was family, friend, perhaps a spouse. Yeah, it felt pretty confusing for a while. We've got the Seven of Cups. It may even have felt like a cluster. A little bit of a cluster F. But you have been kind of practicing some of those positive affirmations about yourself. You now know that there is something good that comes out of even the darkest situations. What you saw as too much coming at you, it felt chaotic. Each one of those cups has a treasure in it if you look close. Each one has a different treasure in it. We have the Knight of Swords. And that knight is about, he's coming in on a fast horse. But you're finally heading towards what you wanted, your truth, not somebody else's idea of what your truth should be, but your own personal truth. That Wheel of Fortune I get that feeling that opportunity is going to come around rather fast, because he's coming in here on a fast horse. We have the Ace of Wands. This is pretty good stuff here. Water, I think you guys are golden, really. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. And it may be a job-related success that you're coming across. You might be just achieving a certain amount of success. Somehow I get some of you have gone back to school. You maybe have been LPNs and you're finishing up and you're going to be an RN. You are finishing, you're putting the effort in as far as work and structure. Some of you are beginning to lay the plans out for a new home, buying a first home, perhaps moving out of mom and dad's basement and getting your own apartment. You're moving forward. Yeah, you're gold, I'm telling you. Look, we've got the Sun card. You really can't hold this back. The Sun is saying that everything is going to be okay. And when the sun shines on anything, it grows, it flourishes, it's much better. You were afraid that all of the dark things that did happen to you, that was the way life was going to be. You know what? My mother didn't get very far. My dad didn't get very far. They were broke. They lived on the system. Whatever it was, you've walked away from that. You've worked on yourself, moved forward, and the sun is going to shine for you. All right, you guys, there you have it. All four elements: water, earth, air, and fire. And there you have it. I hope that gives you a little bit of clarity for the week ahead. And I want you to know that I never leave you, that I don't sincerely bless you with love and light. See you guys soon.